Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Law of Attraction Power Tarot for the week of April 10th through the 16th, 2017. This week I pulled the four cards, and the first card I drew for an overall feel of energy for the week. Maybe certain things that we might have to focus on a little more. This energy would be sort of shadowing in the background of the focus of the energy for the other cards that are to come, but it sort of helps tie it all in together. And this week, the first card drawn, if you can see that, is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands in the Law of Attraction Tarot, he speaks to power, creative power, overcoming self-doubt. If you notice, he's walking erect. He is walking away from people in the background, walking away from a situation. It's not doubting yourself. It's having that sense of self-confidence. There is a statement that I read at one point, and it came out in the readings for this card, and I wanted to share it with you. And it speaks of, don't trade your life for a gilded cage. No matter how beautiful that cage may be, it's a cage nonetheless. And that probably speaks more to our inner selves, caging ourselves off from something that we want to move forward. Maybe there's an idea or a place that we want to move to, or there's an idea that we want to move forward with. But we're afraid to do that. We'll stay stuck in the same never-ending rut that we're in, or we'll be afraid to step out and take that leap of faith and move forward with it. And the universe is telling you the overall energy this week is to move forward. Don't doubt yourself. Don't go back and forth with should I or shouldn't I. Just go forward. There's another saying that's really good as well, and I like this one. It says, if you jump off the cliff, one of two things will happen. You'll either land or you'll fly. And for most of us, I don't think we understand how much we have the universe at our backs, at our disposal, that we can fly and soar in any endeavor that we choose. But the universe isn't going to push us. That's up to us to push ourselves off that cliff. For the beginning of the week, the next card drawn is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups speaks to an enamored vision of the world, seeing the world through a different lens. It's love, it's joy in the living. Harmony among couples was another thing that came across with this card. So in the beginning of the week, if you're having some doubts, over the overall energy with the King of Wands, maybe in the beginning of the week, there'll be your partner or spouse that will be encouraging, that will uplift you with the love that you need to move things forward. Here again, we're talking about royalty as well as the same with the overall energy. And royalty doesn't back down. Royal energy is, I know who I am and I know my place in this world and I'm going to make it. And that theme goes through to the end of the week. But during the middle of the week, the card that was drawn is the Ten of Swords. And I want you to really get a good look at this card. This is the perfect storm. It's battling that wave. It's coming out on the other side. You can see that the boat is trying to plow its way through this wave. So there'll be some turmoil maybe in the middle of the week. There might be some quarreling or some arguments or some self-doubts, limiting beliefs that you are trying to overcome. But I think if you notice, the ship hasn't capsized. And if he has to, he may have to back off a little bit in order to be able to let this wave die down a little bit, and then he'll be able to move forward. So in the middle of the week with the sword energy, sword energy is mental energy. It's maybe even quarreling within yourself in your own mind. There are times when I have to talk myself into doing something that I'm afraid to do. Not that it's anything major, it's not life threatening, and it's not life, ending, but it's a challenge nonetheless. And sometimes when we have to face those challenges, we have to go through that process of, what's going to happen if I do this? What's going to happen if I don't do this? And then we get through that time, the wave passes us, or we make it over that troublesome moment, and on the other side of it, it's calm seas again. At the end of the week, the card that was drawn, she's shown up a couple of times in the last 2 months. So I think really we have a lot of focus, and maybe it's because it's April. We are talking about this being the end of the week, April 16th. So, coming on to tax time. This card, she talks about money first. This is the Queen of Coins, or Pentacles. Pentacles are earth, it's solidified. You can see she's moving in a forward motion. Again, royalty, she's not afraid to walk ahead and push forward. She knows where she's going, and she knows what she's got to do. And maybe that's where you're at. You have to overcome some limiting beliefs you have about money and just move forward with whatever your ideas are. In the beginning of the week, as I said, when we have this King of Cups and we have this Queen of Pentacles, this is a royalty week. This is a week of feeling good about yourself, feeling above the pack. You are royalty in the eyes of God, in the eyes of the universe, in the eyes of Source. And you shouldn't be afraid to put your best self forward. There's nobody out there that's quite like you. You have that unique ability to bring people to you or away from you, however you want to put the law of attraction to work. And so this week, think of yourself as royalty. Go ahead and pay that tax bill, or, if you get that tax refund, feel good about yourself. Think of that as a bonus, from the universe. I would caution everyone, to try to walk away from any situations this week that might be troubling. I want you to remember that, the sea may get a little rocky, and it may be a little tough to make it through those waves, in the middle of the week, but on the other side, there's a calm sea. With that, my friends, I wish you all a wonderful week. Please remember that anything that you put focus on, you're going to attract to yourself. That's the law of attraction. I give these readings to kind of give us an idea of something that may come up, for us in the week, or maybe it's something the universe is trying to tell you specifically about your life this week. I hope that these readings are, giving you some sort of insight and helping you move forward with your life. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Thank you.